The third anniversary celebration week is going to conclude with the biggest match of the week. The rematch, Austin Aries defends the world title versus Samoa Joe. Todd Sinclair calling for the code of honor to be followed. Austin Aries insists he's going to be an honorable champion, wants to shake hands, but I tell you one thing, an honorable champion does not align with Mick Foley to try to take out Samoa Joe, just like Austin Aries did last week in New Jersey, just like he did in Boston when he handed Foley that chair.
From behind a curtain handed Foley the chair.
It all begins, we saw that. Foley rewarded Aries, if you want to call it a reward, by calling up the WWE writers, and in fact, Aries was at the SmackDown taping last week.
There's the bell. ROH World Championship on the line. We're so delighted that you join us for this incredibly important match. Samoa Joe, the ROH World Champion for 21 months. 27 incredible defenses, including England and Germany. For the first time in nearly 2 years, walking into the ring as the challenger, Austin Aries, so determined to make his own mark as the ROH World Champion, coming off perhaps the most incredible cage match victory of all time. Tope con Hilo through the door to the floor with nothing to protect him. An instant, and I do mean a bare instant, before Colt Cabana dropped to the floor.
What a match that was last week to kick off the third anniversary. Samoa Joe now wrenches in that headlock on Austin Aries. Can Aries defeat Joe twice? Of course, Austin Aries put together a flurry unlike any other man ever did against Samoa Joe to win that title. The crucifix bomb, the kick to the face, the brain buster, the 450, all in succession, and that's what led to the victory for Austin Aries. Samoa Joe, so many dangerous weapons in his arsenal, including the choke, the muscle buster, and the island driver. And look at that, Samoa Joe calmly getting out of the vice-like grip in between the legs of Austin Aries.
Samoa Joe, still the most intimidating figure in a Ring of Honor ring.
Samoa Joe is as tough as they come. There's a reason he was world champion for 21 months. There's a reason he defeated everyone from AJ Styles to Paul London to Christopher Daniels to Homicide to CM Punk to everyone in between to retain that belt.
Bryan Danielson in there.
What a classic that was at Midnight Express reunion.
Fireman's carry into the extended wrist lock. Snap mirrors him to the mat.
No, Aries saves himself and ducks the kick, bails to the floor, and who can blame him?
Yeah, the last thing Austin Aries wants to do, and I certainly don't need to be giving Austin Aries any advice, is exchange strikes with Samoa Joe.
Aries now on the floor, and real quick, we got to pay the bills. ROHWrestling.com, 215-781-2500 for all your wrestling merchandise needs. Much more than ROH merchandise. Rare items from Japan, including authentic shirts. Several different promotions, including FIP, OVW, BCW, EWR. Several promotions exclusively sold at ROHWrestling.com. Of course, the Straight Shooting Series. And the newest, hottest thing, the Secrets of the Ring series. Secrets of the Ring with Jim Cornette. Secrets of the Ring with Raven is about to come out. Secrets of the Ring with Dusty Rhodes. If you really want to know about the wrestling business, you need to watch Secrets of the Ring, a must for all upcoming wrestlers. ROHWrestling.com, 215-781-2500. As Joe playing around with Austin Aries puts him on the top rope, getting out of that headlock.
That's trying to get into somebody's mind right there. Samoa Joe wanting Austin Aries to know that he can physically dominate him. Of course, last night, these two men in a tag team match, it was Samoa Joe teaming with Bryan Danielson to beat Austin Aries and Jack Evans when they made Jack Evans.
And think Austin Aries was hoping to soften up Samoa Joe in that one. That didn't quite work though, but Aries now tripping Joe up and then scoring with that drop kick. Wow. Mentally or physically, nothing is working for Austin Aries tonight. Aries thought that he had the advantage after that back elbow. Instead, he got slapped around.
This Chicago Ridge crowd, which has seen so many great title defenses by Samoa Joe, so many memorable moments out of Samoa Joe, firmly behind the challenger to regain the title tonight.
Aries, though, not showing any chink in the armor as he is talking trash. And I don't think that's the route he wants to go against Joe. Oh, Austin Aries does not want to get him the forearm strikes, and he is paying the price right now. Aries is staggered, falls off his feet, almost a knockout.
I don't blame him.
Wise move by the champion right there. He's pointing to his mind.
So many great ring strategists have gone into the ring with Samoa Joe and had their battle plan foiled. Austin Aries, give him credit, was the one guy that came up with a game plan that unseated Samoa Joe.
It was that flurry, the crucifix bomb, the brainbuster, that kick to the head, the 450. Aries pieced them all together in succession in a flurry and won the title as a result. Look at that, he was trying to pull Joe out of the ring. Joe pulls him in and kicks his head off. Samoa Joe absolutely dominating. It looks like this could be a short title reign for Austin Aries.
Well, if it is, at least it'll be a memorable one. Nobody will ever forget that cage match last week.
No one will ever forget Final Battle 2004 when he won the belt. No, he blocked that sidewalk slam attempt by Joe. Joe tried for it again. Once again, Aries blocks and takes him down with a headlock. Joe like a cat right on his feet. Aries dodges out of the way of the big boot. Once again, Austin Aries using his quickness and smarts. Joe's had enough of playing around, though. The former champion says he wants to become a Triple Crown champion, a Grand Slam champion, and ROH and win all the belts. And he's looking good right now to getting the world title back.
I don't want to see what else he's going to do, because I hope he wasn't playing around early in this match. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see what you're talking about now, and this isn't going to be pretty.
Looks like ole time on Austin Aries. The ROH World Champion is in a lot of trouble. That fan shouldn't be touching Samoa Joe's seat like that.
And that may be the end of Austin Aries' title reign right there. This may be as simple as just rolling him back in.
Samoa Joe demolishing the guardrail. If the follow-through had that kind of impact on the guardrail, can you imagine what it did to Austin Aries' face? Joe going for another one. Once again, Samoa Joe connects with the ole kick. I can't believe how hard he must have kicked Austin Aries. The follow-through causing the hinges on the guardrail to snap. Those are steel hinges.
I don't think Samoa Joe is content just to beat Austin Aries for the title. I think Samoa Joe is trying to send a statement that he is the dominating ROH World Champion.
And Austin Aries is busted open.
This is gruesome. And that blood streaming into the eye of the ROH World Champion. And not only is he losing energy as he loses that vital plasma, but it's also interfering with his eyesight.
Samoa Joe has to go for the kill now. He has the opportunity. The Island Driver, the choke, the Muscle Buster, they all lead to victories for Samoa Joe as he plants his elbow firmly in the cut on Austin Aries' forehead. Now he's driving those bare knuckles into the flesh, furthering opening up the wound on Austin Aries.
Samoa Joe is vicious as I have seen him since those battles with Homicide.
He is relentless in going after that cut.
I wonder how much of this is the ROH World Championship and how much of this is Austin Aries and Mick Foley chicanery that's inspiring this level of violence.
Maybe this is why Austin Aries felt like he had to align with Mick Foley to try to soften up Samoa Joe.
That Austin Aries wishes he had been a little bit more fervent on that phone call.
Aries kicks, but goes right into an STF. And look at this, instead of Joe locking his hands, he is ripping at that cup some more. He's just driving those fingernails, digging into the cup, trying to open it up even more. And Aries biting the hand on Joe. Joe forced to let go of the hold. That's desperation measures from Austin Aries, though.
There's a lot of differences between wrestling and boxing, obviously. One of them is, if this was a boxing match, it would be stopped by now, Jimmy.
Joe is beating the ROH World Champion from pillar to post. And he connects with that face wash. Look at Aries, he's trying to go to the floor, trying to grab onto the rope, trying to save himself.
I'm wondering if Austin Aries at this particular moment in his life wishes he had won the ROH World Championship. Because nothing could prepare him for this brutal beating he's receiving.
I didn't think it could get any more brutal than that cage match last week. Look at this move. But it worked. Aries slingshots in with that splash. Aries trying to put together another flurry.
Well, Austin Aries did absorb a lot of punishment the night he won the title.
The crowd showing some support for the world champion. They have to respect him after all the punishment he's taken. He has to start mounting some real offense against Joe, though. Joe sends him up and over. No, Aries with a back elbow. It's a drop kick. Joe is staggered. Another one, pinpoint accuracy right on the chin of Samoa Joe.
Austin Aries rallying all the way back in this match.
And once again, this time Joe goes down. Cover! Austin Aries proving why he's the ROH World Champion. Don't forget, this is an athlete that went 75 minutes against Bryan Danielson and beat him. This is an athlete that had his chin split open by Bryan Danielson, needed stitches, but it did not faze him. He is as tough as it comes, and he's proven that to Samoa Joe.
Now that knee gave out on him.
Hey, a couple of those kicks, though, and those kicks to damage. Whipping Joe in. No, Joe catches him. Down goes Aries. Big senton. Cover. You can see some of these fans in Chicago are beginning to feel it. We could have a new champion. Samoa Joe could become a two-time champion tonight.
Now Samoa Joe's got to figure out which move he wants to use to finish Aries off. Give Aries credit. He's been incredibly resilient in this match.
Here comes Joe going for, no, Aries to the knee, and that was effective in the Final Battle 2004 match against Joe. Aries going right back to that book. Let's see what he can follow up with. Oh, Joe power slam. Two count. Aries has absorbed so much punishment. Let's see if he can do it again. We've seen him take the hardest hits and strikes from Low-Ki, Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe, and he's always fought back. Aries is doing it one more time, and Joe is peppering him with those kicks.
Now keep in mind, Austin Aries is only a week removed from that brutal cage match. Not much recovery time for the champion.
Aries ducks it. He's going for that crucifix bomb. Joe blocking it. Aries got it. That's what led to victory. Pinfall gun. Oh, 2 count.
Samoa Joe is still stunned.
Now the key was when he hit the crucifix bomb in the first match against Joe, he immediately followed up. Let's see if he can do it now. He's signaling for that. Yes, the brain buster. No, Joe lowering his body weight. It's just too much for Aries to get up. Aries trying with all his strength and might. Trying to soften up Joe now.
That's why Samoa Joe is spreading those legs, changing that center of gravity.
Joe has Aries. Muscle Buster! New champion! That saved the title for Austin Aries was that bottom rope.
Give Aries credit for having the presence of mind to know where he was in the ring and what escapes he had available.
That's what makes a champion. Aries catching the leg. Pull right back to the knee. There's a kick. Home. Oh, Joe's in kill mode. Aries ducks the lariat. Joe blocks the roaring elbow. The choke.
Triangle choke.
Low bullets have no effect. There's the choke. There's the choke. Joe's shoulders were down. And look at Aries. Aries, did you see him? He pivoted his body weight on the 2 counts, so Joe was not able to kick out. What a use of body weight by Austin Aries. Austin Aries, a brilliant move. He had Joe flat on his back on that choke. Joe got the 1, the 2. You know that Joe had to kick unless Joe lost sight of where he was. But Austin Aries flipped his body weight over. Joe unable to get the shoulder up. Austin Aries is still your ROH World Champion. What a night here in Chicago. What a 3rd anniversary celebration week. We'll see you next week in Philadelphia for the Trios Tournament. For Mark Nolte, I'm Jimmy Bauer. Thank you so much for supporting ROH through 3 glorious years.
I could say a few words and I'd be a better public speaker. Listen, everybody, this is the 3rd anniversary of Ring of Honor. 3 glorious years. We started this in Philadelphia, and because of you great fans, of your appreciation, we can take it all the way all over the country and right here to Chicago and the Midwest. I can't tell you how much myself, the boys here, and everybody in the back appreciate this, and our appreciation and your appreciation, because you guys come out here, and when we fight, and when we battle, and we put our blood on the line, our sweat on the line, and everything we have, you guys, you also give it everything you have by appreciating and clapping for the